Good morning, students. My name is Zaiba. I am going to teach you biology in class 6. Now, the first chapter which we are having in our syllabus is chapter first, food. Where does it come from? As earlier, you all have studied what is food. Food is that basic necessity that which all living things, including human beings, need to stay alive. Now in this class we will further study that what is food, where does it come from, what is this importance of food in our daily life, what are the ingredients, what are the sources, what type of organism on the basis of their food habits like herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, what are scavengers and what are parasites. So first of all we need to study food. As I have already told you that it is the basic necessity of our life. Without food, no organism can live in this world, in this universe. Next is ingredients. Ingredients are those materials that are needed to prepare a cuisine or food item. For example, chapati. Chapati is made up of flour and water. Then rice. If we cook rice, then what are the ingredients? Rice and water. Then if we see, for example, dosa, idli or kheer, any recipe which we make, it contains ingredients. For example, kheer, it contains milk, it contains sugar, it contains rice and it contains other dry fruits. Then we will be studying what are the sources of food. Sources of food are vegetable, pulses, fruits, meat, fish. The two basic sources are plants and animals. Plant give us vegetables, plant give us pulses, they give us seeds from which we get oil, we get fruits from plants. The other food items which we get from animals are egg, meat, fish. Then what are the habits of animals, food habits of animals like herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores are those animals which eat plant or their plant products. Carnivores are those animals which eat flesh or the flesh of the other animals. Herbivores, for example, deer is a herbivore. Any animal which is eating the plant or plant product is a herbivore. Then carnivore are the animals which eat flesh. Flesh, for example, lion, tiger, other wild animals, they are carnivores. Then omnivores are those animals or those organisms which eat plants as well as animal products. For example, human beings. Human beings, they eat plant products also, for example, vegetable, pulses, fruits, meat, fruits, etc. And they also eat animals, for example, animal products like meat, fish, etc. Egg also, they eat egg also. Then what are scavengers? Scavengers are those organisms, those animals which are there to clean out the environment. They eat the dead body of the organism and they clean the environment. For example, vulture, for example, crow, etc. Then what are the parasites? Parasites are those organisms, for example, they can be plants, they can be animals. They are those organisms which are totally dependent on the living organism. For example, students, if you see mosquito, they feed on our blood and they are totally dependent on our blood. If we see tapeworm, if we see ascaris, if we see other organism, in this way they all are dependent on the living organism. They are known as parasites. So in this chapter we have studied all these things. We have also studied sources of food. In sources of food, potato is the stem, tomato is the fruit, spinach is the leaf which we eat, Radish is the root which we eat. Cauliflower is the flower which we eat. The part of the plant which we eat are the part of the plant which we eat are from the sources of food. Then students, we have studied herbivores, we have studied carnivores, we have studied omnivores. Now I am going to give you a small task, small homework, that you have to do a small activity and write it in your classwork copy also. Take some green gram and cowpeas in a bowl and soak them in water for a day. After one day, remove the water from the bowl and wrap the green gram and cowpeas in a wet cloth. Notice them in the next day. You will find that they have sprouted. This phenomena is known as sprouting. This phenomena is known as sprouting. Sprouting, in sprouted grains, they are the rich source of protein and iron, which are essential for growing children and other patients also. So this activity you have to do, students, and you have to write in your classwork copy also, that you have to write the activity to prepare sprouted grains. So in this chapter we have almost studied all the topics, and now the homework for today is write the activity of sprouting given in your book. Okay students, so we have completed the first part of this chapter, and we will be doing exercises and question answers in the other session. Okay, thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.